It's hard sometimes to know if my clinch skill is good because back at home I clinch with mostly bigger guys. It depends of my opponent's height too. Every woman should try combat sport.
Okay.
A good way to realize the strength you have within, and I think that's something that as women we don't realize a lot of times, and it might not give you I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that Muay Thai will make you invincible, right?
We are really happy. I'm really honored to be here sitting down with an amazing fighter. I have seen your videos, and you are known because you are really fierce and strong with the punches so strong. So I'm really happy to be here with Morgane Tiny Tank, right? Thank you so much for your time and for being here in Rouge Mindset. How are you today?
I'm good, I'm good. I'm getting ready for the fight, so
yes,
tired.
I would like to know about that, yes. And now we are here in Khao San Rit gym in Bangkok, right? So what do you think about this gym?
I love this gym. I've been coming here since 2018. So this is my 4th time in Bangkok at Khao San Rit. I came here when I was very young. So when I was 23 years old, I just started Muay Thai, and they just they take you in like a family, you know.
Okay.
So I really love it. The training is hard. Everyone's nice.
So every time you come, how long do you stay normally?
Usually, so my first 2 times I came for 3 months.
Okay.
And then last time I came for 5 weeks, and this time I'm here for 2 months. I try to stay more than a month because the plane ticket is expensive, so I try to make it worth.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
And the trip is really long from Canada, right?
Yeah.
So from Quebec, Canada, here representing Canada in Bangkok, right? It's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but you have been training in other gyms, or you just came to this gym?
I just came here my first time because someone recommended it to me. I didn't know anyone here, didn't know anything about Bangkok or Thailand, so I just chose this gym, and then I'm loyal, so they really took me in and took care of me the first year, so I've just been coming back. I went to Super Bond this year because my crew that used to be here, they changed, but it's not the same. The training.
Yeah, I have seen this year. I mean, these days that I have been here, I have been witnessing everybody take you as a family, right? And everybody's working as a team, right?
Yeah.
So I would like to know about your name, your nickname, Tiny Tank. Where does this nickname comes from? The story behind it?
Yeah, but it's not that incredible of a story, but it's when I came back from my first trip to Thailand, I had a fight against a girl that was a little bit bigger than me, and then I won the fight, but something that really I guess struck people was I'm a very aggressive fighter, but I'm kind of short, you know, and kind of tiny. And it's just a friend of one of my teammates was like, oh, this girl from your gym, she's really strong, really tough. She's like a tiny tank, you know.
Okay.
And it just kind of stuck since then.
It fits you well,
it
right?
Fits,
it's your characteristic.
Yeah.
I have seen videos about you, your fights, and there was 2 people commenting your style of punching.
Yeah.
So I really, because it was in slow motion how you punch, and they say that you have a really strong snap after you punch, right? A really strong, and in both hands.
Yeah.
That is not really common.
No, right. I just love boxing. When I was 16, so the first time I ever went into a martial art gym, I was 16, and it was a boxing gym. And I just really loved the boxing. When I went back, when I started to train again, and I chose Muay Thai, but my first, I just really liked to punch things, and it just stuck with the style. And then coming here, boxing style gym, it just fit well. In my first year of Muay Thai, I came here, it kind of built my style, and since then I just...
But that's natural of you, because how do you train doing that snap so strong? Or
I've been training in Canada. We have a boxing coach that comes to our gym. His name is David Hilton. He used to be one of the biggest boxers of Quebec back in the days. And him and his brother, like they were like a family of boxers.
Okay.
Him and his brother, I've been coming to our gym, and like my boxing style is kind of a mix of Kastamrid boxing style and like more like English boxing.
Okay.
You know? And I think like in English boxing, there's that like snap to it, you know, like here they really show you to like throw it more like down and put all your weight into it. And then English boxing, there's a little bit more of a snap. So it's kind of a middle of both. Like.
And how do you feel like in terms of your kicks?
Not my best tool.
Okay.
I love low kicks. Low kicks is like, I feel I've like mastered my type of low kick, and like my timing on them is really good. My kick is like it's not my go-to skill. Like I use them because you have to score points.
Okay.
Okay. And I mostly kick after I punch, or like use my kicks to set up my punching. But it's like it's a repeating pattern that I'm being told to kick more when I fight. So
okay, like to use everything, because in Muay Thai you
have to do everything, right? But it's especially in Thai scoring, kicking count for more.
I didn't know.
So you still have to kick if you want to score. Like if it goes to the judges' scorecard and you just punched, you're gonna lose.
Okay. How do you feel about clinching?
I love clinching.
You love it.
Yeah,
okay.
I love it. It's tricky because if you have a better clinch game than your opponent, great fight, great time in the clinch. But if your clinch game is not as good, then it can like break the fight. So it's kind of I feel it's a risky thing to use, and it's hard sometimes to know if my clinch skill is good, because back at home I clinch with mostly bigger guys.
Okay.
And so like I don't feel strong in the clinch when I train, and then here with the Thais it's like, but usually when I clinch with girls I find like my level is like a little bit above average. It depends of my opponent's height too.
And you need like a really good training on the neck, right?
Yeah,
it's like it will be really strong after time.
Yeah.
And here they have a good technique of clinching, how to like make like I don't know, maybe go out from the clinch.
Right.
Like,
yeah, like the first time I came here, that's the first thing they taught me is like how to get out of the clinch.
Okay.
They were like, you're very strong, you can like get out of the clinch by doing this, like easy, you know? And it's like, it's safer to not clinch.
Okay.
Especially if you're a foreigner, like fighting Thais. It's safer.
Because they do the knees, right?
Yeah, but also it's like, because they've been clinching for so long, they understand how the judges score it way better than we do.
Okay.
And like some position might make you look weaker. And in Thailand, it's a lot about like how you look in the fight, like for the scoring.
That's important now that you know how they are scoring.
Yeah. One of my best performance, and I lost that fight, but it was my first pro fight in Canada. Because like here you fight pro, but it doesn't really count as a first pro fight in my mind, right? Okay. So my first pro fight in Canada, it was for a WBC belt, and it was against Hope Quinn, who's a girl from Calgary. And I mean, I think I was kind of surprised with the decision, but like I feel that fight was kind of the like meeting point of like everything kind of like coming together, the work, and to really like assess like this is my style, this is how I fight. Okay. Like I box well, I'll land some low kicks, I'll go forward, and then like if I see the opening, like the elbows will be there, you know. I think that was like a really good fight, really proud fight too. Like it's like first pro fight, first time I get to like open someone's face with an elbow. Like it was just like very nice moment. Even if I lost, I just like I loved it, and it was like the first time in Calgary on that promotion, so it was pretty fun, and we've been trying to get me on that show for a long time, so it was just like overall a good experience. And then like Road to One finals I lost against Taylor, and like this is the first time, like the only fight that I really did not finish proud of like my performance. Like, you know, sometimes you like, sometimes you lose and you're proud. Like when I fought Hope Quinn, like I was just like like the result wasn't really the most important part of the performance, you know, like. But with Taylor, I had so much time to get ready, and I like basically gassed out in the clinch because like she was much bigger than me, and like she used her clinch well, and she basically shut my boxing down because I had no more juice, you know, to like actually throw something with like impact and like volume like I'm good at. And I think like part of why I didn't perform is like the fight camp wasn't necessarily the best, and then the management of like the food intake during the day wasn't good. Like I did a lot of amateur mistakes getting ready for that fight, and when you fight at that higher level possible, and you don't want to be making those mistakes. So
but you learn a lot from that.
Yeah, definitely. And like, but yeah, it was like just a bad time and a bad moment to like in my life where after that I took like a year off. And
why did you need it that time? Like to
I mean, just like everyone, right? Like sometimes you're just in a bad place. Like I think like the fight itself, I wasn't happy about it. Still, I'm not. Like I rewatched it like in December for the first time, like a year after. Usually when I lose a fight, I watch it right away. But this fight, I just couldn't get myself to watch it. And then, but I was just in a bad place, like in my life. I had like a bad relationship, like that wasn't really working out well. But I didn't really realize at that time, but it made like everything else kind of like crumble.
Those parts are important. Your family part, right? Like your inside, your mental part, right? It's really
because we're like wholes as human, right? So if something's not working in your life, then like it's gonna have a ripple effect on your training and your fighting, right?
Has this happened to you? Like you train constantly and with all the energy, and then when you are in the fighting ring, something happens that you cannot perform as you expected, like in this time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It was like this.
Yeah, and it's like I always tell my fighters, like the fight is kind of your quiz, right? It's your exam of like, did I do what I needed? Did I prepare the right way? And then sometimes the other person is just better than you. Right? And that's okay. But sometimes it's like you didn't prepare the right way. And it's kind of like a quiz for you, a quiz for your team to like look at what happened and be like, what should have we done differently so that this fight works in our favor? I think it's like
right. And you went to Italy, right? In Verona this year, in June. So you won that fight, right? It was great to see. How did you feel in that?
It was great. Like so, like I said, like I took a year off, about a year off, and then I decided I wanted to fight again. I told my coach, I don't care, paid, not paid. Like I just want to fight. Like I just love fighting. I think I need to do it, and I don't care anymore. Which is like before the break, I wasn't in a good headspace because it was like pro only. But if you're a fighter, you just love fighting, right? And I kind of lost that spark, I think, because of what happened in my life. But so I went back to fighting. I had one fight before this one that went really well. And then I went to Italy really hoping for like 2 to 3 fights and ended up just fighting once. But it was good. It was fun.
I saw that fight. It was great to see it also. And your team won. Like you won like in total
a couple of medals.
No?
So I got gold, and then we have a young one who's like Jerry's age, like 17. Who got silver. He lost in the finals against the Thai boy. On points. Not very sure. Like. Sometimes it's the first time we went to the WBC World, so we don't know exactly how the scoring works, right? So sometimes we're like unsure, but we got silver. We have another guy, Sasha, who fought like 6 times, I think, or 5 times, who also got silver. We had a bronze medal to Ariane, and then we had the other 2 that won in the qualification and then lost in the quarters, but it was like a good one. And then I think Canada overall got a couple of medals.
I like how you prepare, like when you are walking towards the ring, it's like the way you look is like Morgane is ready to kill already. You go for it, right? I really like to see. Also the mindset part, right? What keeps you going consistently in this training? Because it's a tough training. Mm-hmm. What keeps you going every day?
Definitely the idea that I'm gonna fight, right?
Okay.
I think like I do love the fighting, but I do love the training. Like I think like you have to love it to do it because it's so hard. And yes. I remember like watching some interviews of fighters in the past, and one girl was like, this industry is so dangerous. Like this is a sport that is dangerous. Like the risks are high. Yes. If you don't love it, like it's not worth it. Like you have to need it, you know? And I think like I'm happier when I train, and my life is just like feels more organized and like together when I do.
Okay.
And like I think that's why I realized I wanted to fight again, is that in that year of like I'm not gonna fight, and I didn't really train that much. I would show up to the gyms once in a while. I would like train some people. I would corner some fights, but I wasn't really training, and my life felt like so chaotic and kind of like I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay. I have goals, like I'm in school, you know, I'm doing my master, like, but still like it feels kind of like disorganized, okay. You know? But I train because like it makes sense and it keeps my life kind of together.
And how did you manage with time your parents, because they were not they were not like okay for you
when I was 16. Yeah.
How you manage with that?
So thanks to my brothers.
Okay.
My first fight, someone filmed it. My brother, I think one of my brother filmed it, or one of my friends filmed it, and then I sent it to my brothers, and they forced my mom to watch it because it's like my dad is kind of like intrigued by it. He's not necessarily against it, but my mom is more like, oh, I don't want to watch you fight.
As moms, it's like it feels weird.
For sure. You get it, for sure. And then I think because it was kind of from far, she was like, oh, it's not that bad. And then she was like, and she told me like, oh, every time you would get punched and you would punch back, I would be like, kind of like excited, you know, like kind of like, defend yourself. And she was like, okay, it's not that bad. And then they came to a smoker, so my second smoker, and it was just like overall a great fight for me, like because the other girl in round 2 was like, okay, I'm done, like I don't want to keep going. So I think it made it seem less bad for me, right? So it's like, I think, and then every fight they've come to watch, I've done a good job. Okay. So I think in person it helped them. Yes. And then I think at some point my mom realized that it's like a short window of time to do this.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's like.
And then you are the only fighter in the family?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And your brothers, are they older than you? Or
they're younger.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the older.
Wow,
yeah.
That's why it was difficult for them, like to accept that idea, right? Yeah. Okay. And then, if you could define Morgane as a fighter, what would be like your definition of you as a fighter?
I'm a smart brawler, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, I think I look like a volume and pressure fighter that just like puts on pressure, but I actually like try to have IQ in the choices I make of like the strike I throw and land.
Okay.
So yeah.
And as a person,
brawler.
Are you?
As a person,
you are different in real life than in the ring.
I think because I think when I'm in the ring, it's like a performance. So I'm like, I look like I'm like fierce and in confidence and outgoing, and in real life I'm a little bit more like, it takes me time to like really open up and like talk more, I think. Okay. Or like I'm more like I don't know. Okay.
So as a fighter, like training so hard every day, how you manage all the time, like the time for family, the time if you want, if you are in a relationship, training, how can you, because that affects your mind as well, right?
Yeah. So I think it's like that's where I feel fighters that do it for a long time, it's something they need. It's not necessarily something they like, it's not something they add, it's like the base of their life and then they add stuff to it. So like definitely it's a very imbalanced lifestyle. Like I feel it's really hard to do, to be a fighter and also be like, have a full like involvement in your family and in your relationships and so on. And it's definitely a challenge and something that's like hard to balance. And the people that are important in my life are people that usually they get it and they understand that maybe my time is limited, but it doesn't mean that I don't care.
That's right.
And I'm there when it matters. And
that's right. It's quality time.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So it's like maybe I don't have time in quantity, but I do have time. Like when I make the time, it's quality. So I think.
But now they understand your goals and why you are doing this, right? So it's different. Okay. So what are the skills you need to be a fighter? Like, what do you think it's super necessary if you want to follow this path as a pro fighter? What do you need?
Like qualities?
Like what skills, abilities, qualities, or something that you learn in with time? I don't know.
You definitely need like persistence. You know, you need to be like willing to like do a lot of repetition of the same thing, and you need a lot of resilience, and you need to be able to like have a lot of introspection. I think. Right. The best fighters are the one that like I find like they're hardworking, they're persistent in the gym, like they do, and like overall as athlete, it's not just like training, it's like they're persistent, they're organized in their training, they're disciplined in their rehab, they're disciplined in their nutrition, they're disciplined in their sleep, you know, they have like a structured system, they're able to be organized in that way. And then there are also people that like take defeat usually well, in the sense that like they don't make excuses for the defeat, like because it's easy to be like, I've had fights that I thought I won and I lost, you know, and my coach has always been like this, and I'm also like that. Like it's like, okay, like I thought I won, I could be like the judges did a bad job, you know, or like
giving the responsibility to another person. No?
But at the end of the day, like I still have a responsibility as a fighter to make sure it's like very clear, and almost like shameful to give it, like not to give it to me, you know. And like if I lost, like I didn't do that job well. So what did I not do, and that made me lose the fight? I think like you have to be someone like that to be able to grow as a fighter. You have to be someone who looks for those challenges too, like who like would hate an easy fight.
Yeah,
like easy fights are fun. Like it's a good ego boost.
But you don't grow.
But you don't grow. No? So it's like I think I've had like maybe 2 or 3 fights that I've won, and like it wasn't a challenge, and it's like you finish the fight and you're like, great, I'm good. I'm at that level. I'm better than that person. But then, like, I don't know what I can do differently for the next fight, you know? Like,
that's right.
It's really hard to learn from those fights. And I think, like, I got better from the fights that were wars way more, you know?
You learn more.
Yeah, way more.
The adrenaline. What do you do after a fight? I mean, in terms of what happens after a fight?
I usually party.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I usually party pretty hard after a fight, at least for a night, you know?
Okay.
And then like back home, I usually like party for the night after the fight, especially if I won. Like it's like the adrenaline is still there and you're like on a high, right?
You cannot sleep, right?
No,
right away,
it's impossible. Like, if I lose, I still go out because I like to like celebrate the hard work with my team, but I don't party as hard as like if I won. And then usually the week after, depending on how I feel, I'll take 1 day or 2 off, maybe more, depending on. I'll try to catch up on like school and stuff and eat.
Wow, delicious. Yeah, we will talk about eating, like food later. But so women in this career, in this path, is like there are more women already. But was it difficult for you when you started as a woman in this career, in this path?
I find like I've been lucky in the sense that like I found a gym very quickly that was very like, it doesn't matter who you are, a girl, a man, like what's your your background, whatever. Like if you want to fight and you're willing to work for it, we're gonna look for fights for you, and we're gonna treat you like a part of the team. Like I started in the gym, and then I moved to the gym I'm at right now. Been there for like 8 years, and it's been like the best choice. That switch was like amazing. And it's like I was lucky because I know a lot of women who had to do multiple gyms before they found that place that felt safe and with people who valued their hard work, even if they were women. And like at my gym, we have like a good women team now, so I think it's like because of that.
Okay. Nice.
But what's really hard actually as a woman in the sport is like the more experience you get, the harder it is to find fights. And it's the case for men too, but it's a little bit more for women. Like, and that's always what we tell people when they start, even men. It's like there's a lot of people who want to try it for a first time. Very few people stay past their 4th fight, you know, and even less past their 10th, and even less past their 20th. Like, it's so there's that. Like, so even for men, it's a challenge. Like for women, it's even more. Like I have Corey who's here, right? Yeah. And like for first like 6 fights was kind of easy. Like we would like easily find someone, and then the 7th and the 8th and the 9th, it's like the more it went, the harder it was to find someone. And then you have to get out of the city. And a lot of times promoters don't necessarily book fighters from outside of town because they want to sell tickets. And so it started becoming complicated, which is why, since I had that experience, now I know as a woman you have to go to tournaments. It's going to be easier to get experience quickly. Okay. If you stay in your city, you won't get the experience that you could if you go out. You have to come to Thailand. Yeah. Other challenges, when I came to Thailand in 2018 and 19, I got like 6 fights, but and it's like still good experience, but you couldn't fight in big stadium in Bangkok back then. Okay. So like
you couldn't. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like there was a limited quantity of options still, limited quantity of women too, like because you can't make a living.
And a foreigner, I think maybe more difficult.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I think like especially in Bangkok, I think like maybe if I would have gone to Chiang Mai or Phuket, maybe I would have had like. I would have fought more, but I wanted to be like, this gym is just like so great. Training is really hard, and then I felt like Bangkok, the chances of having like good level fights also. And now clearly with Lumpini and Raja, like, it's actually a good choice.
Yeah, really good choice, exactly. Okay, so what advice would you give to women, whether they are on their fighters or not? Like in the, like, I don't know, to shape this fighter spirit in their normal lives?
I think even if you don't want to fight, every woman should try a combat sport. Okay. I mean, it's just, I think, a good way to realize the strength you have within. And I think that's something that, like, as women, we don't realize a lot of times. And, like, it might not give you, like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that like Muay Thai will make you like invincible, right? But I think that like doing a combat sport does give you that reassurance and that like confidence in yourself. And I've seen it with a lot of women at the gym that don't necessarily want to fight, but it's just like you discover you can actually hit hard, you know, you can actually like create strength and power, and I think it's empowering. Yeah,
I agree. And then talking about your tattoos, I love you. Those are iconic. Can you share just one story about any of them that you would like to share? I love the tattoos you have. Any good story?
Okay, so my knuckles.
Okay.
I got it. So it's reckless. Because I think I do have kind of a reckless style where it's like I will take damage to give more. But I got it because I was gonna. I took a fight 2 weeks notice, and I had a fight 2 weeks before. I fought. I had like a kind of a joint fracture where I couldn't really close my left hand, which is crazy because it's like the hand I use first in every fight. So I couldn't really close it, so I didn't punch for 2 weeks. I still took the fight, and I think I delivered a great performance. And I was like, I think my style is reckless, and I think I never back down from a fight. I've always accepted fights, even if like people have said like I would be outmatched or anything. Like I think, yeah, I accept the consequences of my actions.
So that was one of the worst fractures you had on your
yeah, I would say I'm a boxer. I think I've accepted now that with time, like it will be harder and harder to like close my hands.
Okay.
Yeah, it was I only got 4 stitches in this sport. Like I never broke a nose. This I would say was one of the worst. And it's like it comes back every now and then because once the cartilage is like broken, it's kind of like it is what it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Morgane, what is your best cheat meal after a fight?
Okay, so I don't have one in particular. It's usually based on craving. So especially if I had to or didn't have to diet. Usually I crave beer, like a good Guinness, for example. I just love stout. But one time I was craving a Blizzard from Dairy Queen.
Okay. Dairy Queen.
Yeah. My last fight that I really had a craving, I really wanted pizza. Like I was in Italy actually. So I had a list of things I wanted. I wanted to have a cannoli. That was the first thing. I wanted cannoli. Then I wanted pizza. I wanted to try the gnocchis. And then I wanted gelato. I wanted an affogato.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, in Italy, all food is delicious. Wow. Okay. Nice. So what is your peace place? Like a place that for you is important to clear your mind or?
Peace place. I don't think I think the gym is my peace place.
Okay, nice.
I think that's where I just feel the best. Outside of that, I just like, usually I have my apartment right back in Montreal, which is like, I've made it like I love it, but I'm rarely there. I'm mostly at the gym.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Nice. And then, so what are your future plans? What do you have coming? Yeah.
So there's RWS, right? That's why I love Thailand, though. It's like I came here. I told them I want to fight. I didn't know when they were gonna find me a fight, and then they told me Wednesday, or we're Thursday now. So they told me Tuesday. I was fighting in RWS.
Wow, amazing.
So that's perfect. Like I'm training, I'm fit, I'm good to go. So against Sevgi, which is like she's a good level girl. So
where is she from?
I think she's from Turkey.
Okay.
She's been fighting in RWS for a bit, so like I'm expecting a great challenge. I think it's gonna be a good fight.
When is going to be your fight? Like on Saturday?
Saturday the 2nd, August 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's always Saturday, right? For the RWS.
For RWS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this fight, and then I'm hoping for maybe a second one, depending on how it goes. Like you never know. Don't want to jinx it. So first I fight Sevgi. I think I got what it takes to win against her. So this fight, and then depending on how my body feels, hopefully a second one before I go. And then back home, I'm waiting for a date, but there's a WBC Canadian title that we've been trying to get. It's just the promoter's been waiting for a date. And then they offered me a fight on Warriors Cup against Amy Duke. Yeah.
But Warriors Cup is New York, no?
Yeah.
Because we always go to Warriors Cup. When is that?
So I don't know because the thing is the date they gave is very close to when I come back to Canada.
Okay.
So I don't know, but I would love to fight Amy Duke. Like we fought in 2020, right before COVID.
Okay.
I lost that fight, but I think we both are different fighters now. We both got a lot of experiences on our own. So I'm really hoping this fight happens. Hopefully in 2025, but we'll see.
If you ever go to Warriors Cup, let me know. I will go there and cheer for you. Of course. Nice. Okay, so yeah, how do you feel then for fighting here in Thailand? I mean, it's not your first time fighting, but how do you feel about that?
Pretty excited. I think I don't know what to expect. Actually, every time I expect something in Thailand, it's never how it happens. So I think I'm just going in there like, this is an experience, like this is a fight. I'm gonna do my best thing, which is punch, and then make sure I kick so that I can score. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's been a while that I haven't like fought without gear, like only gloves. So it's pretty exciting.
That's exciting, yeah. I need to ask you this about the head coach Neng. I love to see you like doing the back work with him. So what do you think about the head coach?
Neng. So Neng, great person. I think you have to get to know him. My first year here, like my first time, he didn't speak to me for like a month and a half because it was like, I was just another person at the gym. Wasn't really like interesting or like wasn't like, he didn't really care. Because I think like that's the thing with him. It's like, if you're a fighter, he's gonna like put like a lot of energy and he's gonna smack you, you know? But if you're not a fighter, he will like train you, but like he will preserve his body, I think.
That's right.
Because it's hard on the body to be a pad holder. So yeah, it's like a love and scared relationship where it's like.
But he looks like really tough, right?
Yeah, he's a scary man. I have days. I mean, like you're a woman, you know that, right? In the month, like there are weeks where you don't feel like being screamed at. So there are days where I try to avoid eye contact and avoid having him like hold pads for me, just because like I just can't handle it. But I know it comes from a place of care. I know that like. This is better than indifference from him. It means that he thinks I got something. But sometimes I wish he would think I had nothing, like so that he would not smack me.
With you there. Okay. Well, but you learn a lot. And
like he's very smart. Like he's got IQ, so much IQ, so much experience. Like I love like learning from him. It's just like some days it like mentally can't take it, but like most days it's great.
But that experience is really valuable, right, for you and your career. And then of course you will the best luck in your fights. And this gym, like they take care of you really good, right, at the fight. So I saw that yesterday, so it's great. The best luck, Morgane, and thank you so much for your time, for sharing your story, and thank you. All the best. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.